I have opened so many Jon Renau boxes at this point, guys. So when I opened this human hair wig box, I was expecting to find the same thing. What I always find, which is essentially a really comfortable cap, really soft, beautiful hair, and knots that you can see on your forehead. And I've been saying for literally years, Jon Renau, please, please, please hear me, and please bleach the knots at the hairline of your human hair wigs, or just put the lighter pieces up at the front so that we don't get knots. Guess what? I opened up this wig box and the knots are light. He put the lighter pieces up at the front, guys, so you can't see it. And look, doesn't it look so much better? It looks like it's actually growing out of my head. So I loved it so much that not only did I get it in this color, Shaded Praline, but I also decided to splurge and get it in the color Shaded Mocha, just so I can show you guys the color comparison as well. And also because I wanted to see, is it just the lighter pieces up at the front for this one color in Shaded Praline, or is it in numerous colors? So it's also on the Shaded Mocha. And what I'm starting to notice, and at least I do hope that he'll continue this throughout his other styles. Please, Jon Renau, do it on the wig called Kim too. I also love Kim. So for the Jon Renau wigs, at least in this style, Margot, when you have the highlighted colors, like when there's highlights going through the wig, he is putting the lighter pieces at the front. I'm obsessed. It just looks so much better. It looks so clean and it looks so real. But let's get into the colors because I'm dying to show you this up close. All right, so first off, we have the Shaded Praline, and it's just a beautiful blend. The description of it, as they describe it on the website, is a medium natural gold blonde, light gold blonde, and pale natural gold blonde blend. That's hard to say. Gold blonde blend, shaded with dark brown. This is your shading color. I always love wigs that have a shading or a good root system because it means that my darker eyebrows are gonna go matchy-matchy with it. Even if it's not the same, just has to be similar. And I find that that makes your wig just look so much more realistic. Not only that, but if my own hair shows like this, like when it peeks through, or you do an ear tuck and your own hair shows just a little bit underneath, then it's no big deal because it's similar to the root color. I am a fan of synthetic wigs. I'm also a fan of human hair wigs. I wear both, depending on the occasion, depending on what I'm feeling that day, depending on the weather. I wear both. I love both. Now, Jon Renau stands out to me because his caps are always so comfortable. Now, this Margot cap is completely hand-tied. What that means is somebody has individually hand-tied each and every hair into this cap. Can you believe that? Can you imagine just sitting there and tying in each hair? I can't. I think I would go a little nuts. But because they've been individually hand tied, what does that mean? That means when the wind blows or you part your hair, guess what? Each hair moves separate from one another. Instead of just one chunk of a weft moving together, these hairs are moving separately, mimicking scalp, right? Because when hair is growing out of scalp, it's like separate hair pieces. That's why hand tied is amazing. Not only that, but some people do find wefts to be uncomfortable. They find them a little bit itchy. I'm one of those people. Jon Renau wefts don't really bother me, but sometimes other brands' wefts, it's hard to say, gets uncomfortable for me and it makes my head itch. Hand tied caps usually give me a lot of relief when it comes to itchiness, and I usually don't find that they itch. But again, depends on the brand. Jon Renau is really good with hand tied caps. Love his caps. And on this one, I'm not feeling any itchiness whatsoever. Not only that, but I do have a petite head circumference, and this cap is fitting me amazingly. Mind you, I am wearing a wig grip underneath, which I always tend to do because I like that extra security. I like the feel of a wig not budging or moving on my head or slipping off. I always recommend a wig grip if you're having issues like that. And if you are having more issues and you need help and you want my help and you want my advice, I've created a community for for just that purpose. It's over on a platform called School. And we're a little growing community now, and it's been really, really fun having everybody there, and I get to know you guys, and we get to talk one-on-one directly back and forth. It's really a fun place to be. And if you have any issues at all, just send me videos and pictures of it, and I can directly help you with it. I will leave the link to join in the description of this video. But that's what I suggest to everybody, especially newbies who are going to be wearing their wig for the first time. The complaint I hear a lot is my wig is sliding back. It doesn't feel secure on my head, and nobody wants to feel like that. That's like the worst feeling when you go out in public, is to have a wig that feels like it's slipping. But I'm here to tell you that I am not getting that feeling whatsoever, and I didn't even have to do up the adjusters on the wig for this wig to feel like it is my own hair. You've also got this super soft ear tabs. They're so soft, guys. I love these ear tabs. And then this lace front, you can actually see the lighter pieces at the front. You see this strip of light. And so all of this right here is the lighter knots. I'm just, thank you, Jon Renau. Like, you did such a good job. Do it on every one of your wigs, please. Hand-tied caps in general do fit a little more snug than a wefted. So if you're like an average cap size or even a petite, like, I feel like you can wear this. If you're an average leaning large, you might still be able to wear it. I have no way of knowing for sure. Like, I can't really measure that because that's not my own head. But like, you do get a bit of stretch, just not much. And I always like to suggest, if you're getting a wig, it's better that it's just a little bit too big than too tight, because you don't want to be getting migraines and headaches when you're wearing a wig, right? So I'd say average cap size, petite head circumference, like, that's fine. You can wear this wig. If anybody has a large circumference and has this wig and it fits you or doesn't fit you, please let us know down in the comment section. I know that there's some people on my channel that have a larger head circumference and they're looking for wigs that will fit them. So please, if you have a large head circumference or average leaning large, can you please write it down in the comment section and share that information with everybody else who might be just like you looking for some advice. Let's switch over to Shaded Mocha, and let me show you just how easy this is to take off and put on. Okay, so now it's off. I've done nothing, and now switching over to Shaded Mocha, flip it over, stick our heads in. Just like that, she's on. Now, which color did you like more? They're fairly similar, but they're definitely not the same. Shaded Mocha has a little more depth to it. It's a little darker. It's a medium natural ash and light natural gold blonde blend shaded with medium brown. So the shaded Praline, if you remember, was shaded with a dark brown, and the Shaded Mocha is shaded with a medium brown. So technically we do have a lighter rooting system on the Shaded Mocha versus the shaded Praline. But it's funny because when I actually look at myself in the mirror, this root system looks darker to me than the shaded Praline did. But honestly, I just think it's because we've got some more depth coming through the rest of the wig. So to my eye, it's looking like this root is darker, when in reality, the shaded Praline root is darker. Just so you know. I feel like my own hair blends even more so with this color because it's more similar to the rooting system and the darker tones throughout this color. And again, I have to point out, check it out. The lighter pieces are up at the front, so it looks like the hair is growing out of my forehead. And look, I'm actually able to bring the hair up and away off my face, and it just looks like it's coming out of my head, instead of, you know, I'm wearing a wig. I'm just so thrilled he did that, because it just makes a wig that much better. And honestly, if you're competing with the competition out there, there's some really nice human hair wigs nowadays with really amazing hairlines. So like, you do need to be doing this. Like, you should be doing this, especially for the price point. Now that he has done that, is this wig up there with my other favorites? Yes. And I can't believe I'm saying that, because honestly, when I opened the box, I was just expecting another nice wig from Jon Renau. Like, they're all nice. I love the colors and the caps, but it's always just lacking on the hairline just a little bit, where some other brands do it just a little bit better. But now, on this style, Margot, This has to be one of my favorites now because this hairline is just so good and his caps are outstanding. Plus, you can't beat a hand tied. But there's just so many wefted caps out there. So when you're comparing a Jon Renau hand tied cap to a wefted other type of human hair, there's just no comparison. Like, this cap will win. This cap is so much better. It fits so much more snug and secure. There's no lifting lace because of the ear tabs. Like, just the caps from Jon Renau are excellent. Like, something's different. Like, this hair is softer. This hair just feels really, really nice. Not saying the other ones don't, but there's just something different about this one. And the density. We have to land upon the density. We have to talk about it because it's one of my favorites that I've ever put on my head. It's so light. Can you tell? Like, I brought the hair all to the front. This is all the hair. And for summer, like, okay, I know it's a hand-tied cap. Usually I say wear wefts for summer, but you can wear this in the summer. I'm already feeling it. Like, it's so light on the head and it just feels so good. How could I not wear this for summertime? And it's a cute style. It's not too long, so you're not feeling weighed down. And I like this length for summer because I do get really hot, and like, I live in Calgary and you get that desert heat. Desert heat blows in. Even the wind is hot. So when you have to go outside, do I want to be wearing a super long and heavy human hair wig? No, probably not. I do it sometimes, but realistically, no, it's not a good idea. You just want to have a really good day and feel as cool as you can. This is a good wig. It's not, that word doesn't even do it justice. Good is not good enough. This is an excellent wig. There's nothing bad I can say about it. In fact, I encourage you, if you have something bad to say about this wig, put it down in the comment section because I bet you will not find anything. I do think though, and I wonder, because I don't have a really dark Margot with me, like I don't have one of their black wigs. I don't have a super dark brown with no highlights. I wonder if you're gonna get the dark knots. I just wonder. Like, he did a phenomenal job with a highlighted wig, which is why when you're in my school community and people come and ask me to help them find them a wig and they're looking for no dots on the forehead, I usually direct them to a color that has a bit of highlighting because then you're not going to find those dark knots from certain brands. Like, you have to know your brands, but that's how I tend to direct people because I want the best for them. It's just, I can't say it because I don't have a dark Margot in my hands right now. I can't say if the hairline would be just as good. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Please put it in the comments if you have a dark Margot and if there are visible knots, because at this point, like, I'm dying to know. Like, I love these wigs so much. I wonder how he's done with the darker Margots. And obviously, because it's a human hair wig, you can do so much to it. You can curl it, you can straighten it. I parted the hair in different areas. I don't know if you noticed it, but this one's more on my left and this one's more down the middle. And you can do that. I just used a hot comb for that. It's just such a fun style. Like, how could you not like it? And a good hairline for summertime is important for me because it means we can put the hair up and away off the face, do some little clips, like clip it back, maybe even braid it. Ooh, that might be pretty. But you know, when you're just like sweating buckets, sometimes you don't want a bunch of hair around your face. In that case, you can just put some clips in, some bobby pins, pin this up and away, and you're gonna look good. No one's gonna know it's a wig. I'm just dying to know which color you liked the most on me. Can you please tell me? So either shaded praline or shaded mocha. Please tell me which one makes me look more lively. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will put the links to this wig down in the description, as well as if you'd like to join my community or at least check it out, the link will be down below as well. Bye guys, take care.